I thought you were going to say like, oh my God, all these people are going to be losing. Nobody's losing that app. Except Jess.
I mean, come on, Bill.
Who has an iPhone 5?
Me? No, I haven't seen one in a while. 5.
Yeah.
I honestly haven't.
And LG is the flip phone?
I believe so. Yeah. And then it says Samsung.
Hold on, they
There's
have
another few names on here that I don't even know how to pronounce.
They actually have apps on flip phones? I didn't even think you could get an app on a flip phone.
I guess so.
Well, let me see yours.
Don't hate on my flip.
Right.
So there you have that. Okay. Now, local news here. Very serious and sad situation that took place over the weekend. Now, a Millsboro man that was arrested in connection to a fatal crash that happened over the weekend is now facing additional charges from the Lewis Police Department. 46-year-old Jason Wilcox was arrested on Christmas Day after he was identified by the Delaware State Police as the suspect in a crash that killed 3 people in Lewis on Christmas Eve. Wow. Lewis police assisted with the investigation, and they determined that Wilcox had illegally entered a residence, took the keys to 2 vehicles, and then he took the vehicles without the consent of the owners. They were out of town on vacation. One vehicle was left at the scene of the accident. The other was recovered in Millsboro by the Delaware State Police on Christmas Day. As a result, Wilcox has now additionally been charged with second-degree burglary, 2 counts of theft, and that is under $1,500, where the victim is 62 or older, and 2 counts of theft of a motor vehicle. So sad. Now, in Ocean City, city council members recently approved upgrades to the town's 911 dispatch equipment. Over $200,000, and public safety grant funding will go to support the project. We are told that the existing software was outdated and had not been replaced in almost 17 years. So the new high-speed system will now cover fire, police, and EMS services. And a house fire that broke out on Christmas evening in Eden has now been ruled accidental. We are told that the fire was reported just after 6 p.m. on Schuyler Drive. Firefighters quickly responded to the scene, and they were able to control the blaze in approximately 20 minutes. The Maryland State Fire Marshal's office responded to investigate the cause of the fire, and they have now determined that it was accidental in nature and caused by the failure of an electrical receptacle. Total damage has now been estimated at over $41,000. Unfortunately, though, 2 cats and 3 dogs did not make it out. The occupants have been assisted by family and friends.
Awful.
So sad, but that house fire has now been ruled accidental in Eden.
6:42, it is the Bill and Jessica Show. We got sports on the way. Here's Ava Max.